Hello viewers, if you are new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. Also, click on the bell icon so that you get the latest information about the videos that are uploaded. Hello students, welcome back to the new video. In this video, we will continue the ongoing chapter number 13, Motion and Time. In today's session, we will discuss uniform and non-uniform motion and distance time graph. Students, in the previous classes, we have learned that speed is the distance travelled by a moving object in unit interval of time. But in practical life, is it possible for any moving object to travel with the same speed throughout its journey? It is not possible. For example, if you ride your cycle from home to school, can you ride it with the same constant speed? Sometimes you may have to slow down. If there is traffic, then you may have to stop or slow down. And when there is no traffic or if the road is empty, then you may ride very fast. What does it mean? Throughout the journey, an object or a moving body cannot travel with the same constant speed. So, let us take another example of a train. When a train starts moving from a busy station, it starts moving with a slow speed. But once when it is away from the station, it picks up the speed. Then it reaches the destination with the average speed. Okay. So let us understand this situation in the terms of uniform and non-uniform motion. When an object covers equal distance in equal intervals of time, it is said to be moving at a uniform speed. So when do we say that an object is moving with a uniform speed? When the object moves equal distance in equal interval of time, then it is said to be at uniform speed. That means, for example, if the total time taken by an object to move is 10 minutes, and every 1 minute, if the body is moving equal distance, then we can say that the body is moving with a uniform speed. And this type of motion is called the uniform motion. So when an object is moving with uniform speed, then we can say that that object is in uniform motion. In practical life, it is not possible. Now, if an object covers unequal distances in equal time intervals or equal distances in unequal time intervals, it is said to be moving at a non-uniform speed. So, what is the case here? In equal interval of time, unequal distances are travelled. I gave you the example of you riding the cycle. See, first 5 minutes you ride with a speed of greater speed. Afterwards, when you reach on the busy road, then you may slow down. That means you are travelling unequal distances in different or equal time interval. In such cases, or equal distances in unequal time interval. For example, first 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers you are taking 10 minutes. But in the next 10 minutes you are traveling 2 kilometers. That means you are taking unequal time to travel the equal distance. In that case, we can say that the body is in non-uniform speed. And that type of motion is known as non-uniform motion. Further, when an object is moving at a non-uniform speed, the motion is said to be non-uniform motion. Okay. So, the motion of the vehicles on the road is non-uniform and the speed we calculate is average speed. What is the reason? Because we are dividing the total distance travelled divided by the total time taken. So we get the average speed. Therefore we can say that the vehicles that move on the road when we calculate their speed, we are actually calculating the average speed using the formula total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Now let us discuss distance time graph. So first we will see what is a graph. A graph is a diagram that shows the relationship between two variables. So any two variables you must be knowing, whose value can be changed. They are called as variables. So if we want to represent any two variables, we can use a graph. Now we can use a bar graph, a pie chart or a line graph to represent the variables depending on its nature. So the nature of the variables decide which type of graph is suitable for representing them. The distance time graph is a line graph. So now we are going to study the distance time graph using a line graph. Let us plot one distance time graph for the given data. This is the data given. When the time is given in minutes and the distance is in kilometer. Okay. After starting the journey, when the object is at 2 minutes time, the object is at a distance of 50 kilometer. In this way, 4 minutes 100 kilometer, 6 minutes 150 kilometer, 8 200 kilometer and 10 minutes it is at 250 kilometer away from the starting point. So these are the data given that we have to represent on a graph. Here I have drawn the graph. See, there are two axes, x-axis and y-axis. Along the x-axis we have mentioned the time in minutes, and along the y-axis we have taken distance in kilometer. Now what is the scale you taken here? Along the x-axis I have taken 1 centimeter is equal to 2 minutes. So here we will write scale 1 centimeter is equal to 2 minutes on x-axis, and along the y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 50 kilometer on y-axis. So that is the scale. So before drawing the graph, it is very necessary to decide the scale according to the given data. Okay. Now we have to plot the graph. So when the time is 2 minutes, what is the position of the object? 50 kilometer. And O is the origin, that is the starting point. From here, when the time is 2 minutes, the object is at 50 kilometer. So we have to take this point, and these dotted lines are made to make it very clear that which is the intersecting point. So this is the point where these two lines are meeting. In the same way, when the time is 4 minutes, what is the distance of the object? It is at 100 kilometer. Therefore, from here and from the 4 minutes, dotted lines are made, and this is the intersecting point. In the same way, when the time is 6 minutes, the object is at 150 kilometer, and we are getting the intersecting point here. Further, when the time is 8 minutes, the object is at 200 kilometer away from the starting point, and this is the intersecting points. That means the object is at this position when the time is 8 minutes. And then when the time is 10 minutes, the object is at 250 kilometer away from the starting point. So these are the two lines, and we get the intersecting point here. Now what we have to do? This all cross we have to join. This way we get a straight line. So this is the distance time graph for the vehicle which is moving with this speed. Okay, or which is the motion. This is the graph representing the motion of the body as per the given data. Now children, look at this given data. Here, in every 2 minutes, the object is moving 50 km. That means the object is moving with a constant speed. And what is the shape of this distance time graph? It is a straight line. So what we can say about the distance time graph of a uniform motion? We can say that for a uniform motion, the distance time graph is a straight line. Now, let us take another example to plot the distance time graph. Here the given data, the time in hour and distance in kilometer. First hour, the vehicle traveled 40 km. Second hour, it traveled 50 km. Third hour, 30 km. Fourth hour, 60 km. And fifth hour, 70 km. So, looking at the data, can you say what type of motion it is? Let us find out with the help of this graph. Here I have plotted. See, the scale for drawing this graph is 1 centimeter is equal to 1 hour along x-axis and 1 centimeter is equal to 10 kilometer on y-axis. That is, time is taken along x-axis and distance in kilometer is taken along y-axis. Okay. So, from the given data, the first hour the vehicle traveled 40 km. So, O, which is the starting point, from here, this is the 1 hour and the distance 40 is coming here. So, let us find out the intersecting point as here. In the second hour, the vehicle traveled 50 km. So, the intersecting point can be marked here. And in the third hour, the vehicle has traveled only 30 km. Okay. So, from 30 we have to take the dotted line till the third hour and we get the intersecting point here. And in the fourth hour, you can see that the vehicle has traveled 60 km. That means from the 60 and till fourth hour we have to make dotted lines and we get a point here, intersecting point. In the same way, fifth hour, the vehicle has traveled 70 km. So, from the distance 70, we have to draw the dotted line and from 5 hours, we have to draw the dotted line till they meet each other. That is, intersecting line is coming here. Now, what we have to do? We have to join all these intersecting points. Let us start. From the 0 point, then first hour, then we have to join with the second hour, then with the third hour, then fourth, and then fifth. So, this is the distance time graph that represent the given data. So, what can we say about the type of motion performed by this vehicle? Is it a straight line? No. So, it shows that the vehicle has not covered the same distance in the same interval of time. And what do we call that type of motion? Yes, it is a non-uniform motion. So, what we can say about the distance time graph for a non-uniform motion? For a non-uniform motion, the distance time graph is not a straight line. It can be a curved line. Now, let us discuss some advantages of distance time graph. The distance time graph provides a variety of information about the motion when compared to the data provided by a table. It means that looking at the graph, we can get variety, that is many information about the moving body. Using graph, we can find the distance moved by the object at any instant of time. At any moment of time, we can find out what was the speed or the distance moved by the object at that time. Now from graph we can find out the speed of the moving object. So using distance time graph we can find out the distance at any moment of time and also the speed of the moving object at any moment of time. Further, the type of motion of a moving object can be predicted from the distance time graph. Okay, what type of motion the moving object is undergoing, that can be predicted or we can say from the distance time graph. If the distance time graph is a horizontal line parallel to the x-axis, it indicates a stationary object. Stationary object means the object without any motion or at rest. Example, here this is the time axis and this is the y-axis representing distance. So the distance time graph is a horizontal line which is parallel to the time axis. It means that even though the time is passing, the distance is not moving or changing. It means that this graph represents a stationary object. Further, if the distance time graph is a straight line passing through the origin, then the motion of the object is uniform. Object moves with a constant speed, that is, it travels or it covers the same distance in regular intervals of time. That is the characteristics of a uniform motion. So, the distance time graph that represents a uniform motion is always a straight line passing through the origin, as shown here. Further, if the distance time graph is a curve, then the motion of the object is non-uniform. The object keeps on changing the speed, that is, it travels unequal distances in regular intervals of time or vice versa. That is, the equal distances in irregular intervals of time or unequal distances in equal intervals of time. In that case, the nature of the graph will be like this. It is a curve. So what we can say, the distance time graph for a non-uniform motion is always a curved line like this. Students, I hope you have understood the topics very well. But still, if you have any doubt, you can write in the comment section. I will surely try to solve it as early as possible. Here are some review questions. Please solve it in your notebook. Thank you.